gracias por la oportunidad, por el espacio. Yo quisiera preguntarle acerca sobre el tema de ser Salón de la Fama de NBA. ¿Cómo ha sido la perspectiva de tu evolución en el trabajo en la industria?
Okay, welcome to the channel. And yes, the first question is about being Hall of Fame in the ABN. And yes, tell us more about it and how does, yes, the perspective that you gathered your whole career being now a Hall of Famer.
Longevity of my career, you have to have been in the industry for 15 years. And I actually technically could have been inducted before I took a break. And I took a break into the Hall of Fame or into out of porn to start other businesses. And when I came back, is when I actually got inducted. So it was a body of work of about 25 years at that point. And it was really touching. It's to have your entire career, and I've had nominations and things like that, but to have your entire career taken and honored and looked at as having been a positive influence in the industry and, helping women and things like that along the way. So.
Pues Jhon dice que es algo muy bello, que técnicamente tú sabes que ella se detuvo, ¿cierto? Porque ella tiene 25 años de carrera, pero en lo que se detuvo se le premió por 15 años. Tú sabes que lo bello es que después de haber sido nominada varias veces a este premio, ella fue recibida diciendo un Salón de la Fama justo cuando retornó. Dice que eso la conmueve, que ella siente también que ha ayudado a impulsar muchos aspectos importantes para las mujeres en la industria, y pues te la dejo ahí.
Sí, es importante reconocer porque aparte de obtener este premio, es interesante poder conocer la perspectiva acerca de haber trabajado con actrices pues, importantes. Bueno, aparte de que está la de Vision Boss, está también Puma Sweet, está también Sofía Loth. Entonces, ¿cómo ha sido el poder trabajar con actrices y que también haya podido también moldear su trabajo? ¿Cómo ha sido la colaboración con leyendas?
You were talking about, working with women. So, yes, this question is about talking about working with women that now are legends in the industry. There is a lot we can mention, so tell me how, in the aspect of working with women.
I was able to work with a lot of amazing women earlier on in my career. For people that, know vintage porn and watched what they call a golden age of porn, right? Which was the 90s. Things were a lot different. And I was shooting a lot at that time. And I'm very lucky to have worked with a lot of legendary people at that time: Julia Ann, Janine, Lisa Ann, all of them. I mean, that was our life back then. Amber Lynn, and now Terry Weigel, God, Christy Canyon. I'm trying to think of everybody. And now coming back around, some of those women are still in, but because I took 10 years off and I only shot a few scenes, I was starting other businesses. That's part of my story a little bit, is I had taken a break and started businesses, and then COVID shut my businesses down. So I started shooting again, and I went, oh, the MILF thing is so big and it's such a warm welcome, and I missed all these people, right? So I stayed. And now, because I took that 10 years off, there's people that are legendary, like Reagan Fox, a very good friend of mine, Brandy Love, people that had started like right as I was leaving, that I came back and they were legendary, but I didn't know them as well. So I'm very, very blessed because I've gotten to work with legendary women when I was first starting. And also again, as I've come back, and they're kind of almost two different generations of porn stars. So I've gotten double the pleasure.
Everything made sense. Jhon, seré rápido. Tuviste los nombres. Lo increíble es que tú sabes que cuando ella se retiró, una nueva generación de estrellas llegó. Dice que se siente afortunadísima. Y acá hay un aspecto muy importante en el que puedes ahondar. Cuando ella se detuvo, empezó otro tipo de negocios. 10 años fue que se detuvo. Tú sabes muy bien.
Es que, bueno, mayormente eso se lo dejo a las personas que llevan más tiempo de ver los videos de Shay. aunque yo estoy investigando por varias fuentes, ella hizo parte, gracias a Diana Laura, el de Baby Bloom. Entonces, ¿cómo ha sido ese proceso del cambio de pertenecer a esta, una de las compañías de Los Ángeles más famosas de la historia de la industria, a tener su propia empresa, compañía, todo eso? Y que me parece chévere que nos cuente una anécdota.
Wow, John is talking about those, we can say, golden age, because John is talking about working with Vivid, one of the biggest companies, legendary companies, and now like, yeah, Vivid.
Vivid was where I got started. So I was feature dancing in Canada, and one of the Vivid contract stars came up there to do signings, and she came into my club, and then she was also feature dancing there, and I bumped into her twice. And she had started directing for Vivid right when DVDs came out. She was doing Vivid Interactive, and her name was Diana Loren. And that was the first movie I ever did. Well, no, that's not true. I was in Canada and I shot a couple up there because I got scouted up there. They found me when I was dancing. But Vivid was the first company I worked for when I came down. My girlfriend was directing for them, and they shot me a lot early on. Their offices were right by my house. I actually still live very close to where the original Vivid offices were back then. And yeah, that's a name that's very dear to my heart. Vivid, Wicked, VCA, Sin City, all of those companies are the ones that sort of created my career originally.
Lo increíble es que ella ella trabajaba bailarina. Y esa persona que tú dices llegó hasta donde ella está, la contrató, creo que lo demás es historia. Tú sabes muy bien que fue el primer gran trabajo. Incluso trabajó con su pareja en ese momento. Y ella mencionó otras compañías, ¿cierto? Que son increíbles, ¿no? No necesito mencionarlas.
Sí, no necesito mencionarla. Es bastante, bueno, conveniente que lo hable, porque hay una empresa que siempre se ha destacado más bien en las entrevistas y todo eso, y que me parece si eso lo he dicho desde los principios o si ha cambiado un poco la perspectiva de aquella frase, ahí te la dejo. Y nuevamente, empecemos por eso. Ya después le pregunto sobre otra cosa.
Jhon copied me a phrase that you told. The phrase is, I believe heaven on earth is right here, right now, and that life should be lived to the fullest. Mm-hmm. The question is, do you still feel the same? Do you think that phrase has changed?
No, always. For me, I'm a big believer in quantum physics, and we create our own reality. And I'm a deeply spiritual person, and I even more so probably believe that we can create heaven on earth based on how we live our lives. Yeah, for sure. And it's not always easy. I understand that. People have challenges. So do I. So I don't want to sound like someone that's like, oh, just create heaven on earth. But I also think that through the contrast of life, we come out the other end of that through our contrast and are able to create an even more joyous life based on our perspective of like what we don't want to experience anymore, if that makes sense.
Not only makes sense, it's helpful. I've been feeling like so these days, so hearing you say that makes me feel more calm.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. I love Thank that.
No, I love it too. Jhon, le agradecí, te lo diré rápido. Dice que cree eso. Ella es una gran creyente en la física cuántica. Dice que obviamente que no es que tú te crees tu propio cielo en la tierra, pero que si tú como que decides alejar todos esos pensamientos negativos y te concentras, digamos, como en esa espiritualidad, se puede lograr. Le agradecí porque le dije que estaban momentos como duros y que esa frase me parece muy bella. Entonces sí, 100%.
Sí, es una frase bastante buena, muy increíble.
Where did you go?
Incluso ahí le preguntamos acerca de cómo visualiza ella el periodismo en el tema de mejorar el contenido para adultos, de ver algo que es muy profesional, que es bastante bueno. Y que me parece también que te felicito porque la entrevistó Julio Grande. Ella sabe muy buena temática de eso. Entonces, que me comenta un poco.
What is your vision about journalism? In fact, you have been interviewed by Holly Randall, amazing journalist. So yes, tell us, how do you see, because sometimes the media is not really clear or clear sometimes about the industry. Do you feel that it had improved, it needs to improve? And by the way, I always congratulate Jhon for doing these interviews, and it's great that you are receiving an interview here in Colombia, by the way.
I wish my Spanish was better because I actually am in Mexico a lot, and I'm trying to learn Spanish. I have bought property in a small town in the southern Yucatan, very close to Belize, almost at Belize. And I'm there a lot. So I'm trying to learn my Spanish, and I love being down there. So, but the journalism, everybody in my industry, everyone I've done interviews with has been lovely. And I find especially people that are in the adult industry are very open and unconditional and accepting. And it's been a joy. I've not had any experiences with anyone where I've actually gotten on camera and not had a great time and a great interview. So.
And thank you, because we're having a great time, a great interview.
Oh, good.
Yes. And later you can show us your Spanish, your little Spanish. Don't worry.
Oh, no, it's not good.
No good, no bueno. Okay.
No bueno.
No bueno. Jhon dice que ya le gustaría. And Jhon said that forget his English. So, you don't have. No, it's okay. I always be the luckiest translator. Pues Jhon, aparte, por algo soy el afortunado traductor, dice que ya le gustaba mejorar el español porque vivió en cerca de Yucatán, imagínate. Dice que no tiene problemas con el periodismo, que han sido muy profesionales y que por eso le gustaría incluso aprender español, porque, pues, para recibir este tipo de entrevistas como la que le estás haciendo.
Okay. Qué bueno, sí, es necesario. Ahora, está en el tema súper importante. Ella ha dirigido temáticas de la industria. Entonces, hay dos producciones, dos importantes de ella que poco se les menciona, que se llama Nasty and Sets Illusions.
I love this question. It's about you on the director's chair. Yes. Tell us about Nasty and Sets Illusions too. I love those names, by the way.
Mm-hmm. So I had Nasty was that was actually my ex-boyfriend's company, and I was directing and producing with him. And then I actually had my own production company called Dragonfly Pictures after that. And I directed and produced Sex Illusions and also a movie called The Goddess Codes. And it was amazing. But that was back when production value, I mean, we did bigger movies back then with more production value and everything was beautiful, and it was a little bit different before the internet, right? So yeah, but it was an amazing experience. It was a lot of work, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. And now, we had those as directors and producers, but now we're all directors and producers as content creators. So I'm constantly directing and producing for my platforms, and I think all of us are now. So it's different, but
the same. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pues imagínate, ¿no? La primera, la que mencionaste, es la con nombre de la compañía de las parejas, pero cuando él ya hizo su compañía que llama Dragonfly, hermosísimo ese nombre, hizo Sex Illusion. Jhon, una película que es de culto, tú sabes, la de Gottes Club, bellísima. Dice que le extraña de los 90 las producciones, pero que ella sigue dirigiendo para sus plataformas. Pero ella extraña esas grandes producciones antes de la internet.
Sí,
buenísimas,
bueno,
bellísimas.
Los de la vieja escuela que nos superan a nosotros la han conocido a ella, así que nosotros estamos aprendiendo.
You can tell us about your experience working on movies that are not, of the adult film industry, but still being adult movies. Working,
okay, I'm trying to think. I mean, because I have had...
Or that mean.
I have had cameos through the years. Got Daddy Issues. And you'd think that would be maybe an adult movie, but it's not. That's a mainstream movie that I think will be coming out in June for Father's Day. We're hoping. That was when I had a cameo on and a speaking role. And I noticed that you guys actually interviewed Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts was also in that movie. Mm-hmm.
Oh, how was working with him? Wow,
I actually didn't work with Eric. I worked with a few other people in the movie, some of the leads, and I was like a love interest from Tinder. But Eric was in the movie as somebody's dad, and it's a great movie. It's called Got Daddy Issues, and it's coming out in June, hopefully. But I'll be posting it on my social medias a lot.
That was unexpected and great because we didn't know that. So it's pure gold. I will translate. Pues Jhon, imagínate. Yeah. Pues Jhon, imagínate. No dice que no recuerda, pero yo le cambié un poco para decir, bueno, si se acuerda de participaciones de ella en películas, porque tú me dijiste que esto era una película, ¿cierto? Pues sí, Jhon, se viene God Daddy Issues con Eric Roberts, pero ella es una de las amantes, imagínate, pero ella es uno de los intereses amorosos, no Eric, sino de los otros protagonistas. Y que sale en junio y que ya va a postear, pues por favor, estar pendiente.
Eric.
Junio.
Wow.
Yeah, Got Daddy Issues. I think they have just started some social media and stuff, but yeah, Eric was in that.
We had written down, Jhon, ahí la tenemos anotada. Imagínate.
No, esa es increíble. Bueno, aparte de eso, dos últimas preguntas y es, primero, ¿cuándo desea dirigir una próxima película y también publicar un libro? Me gustaría, le encantaría, sería bastante bueno. Contar sus vivencias.
We can, this question is a two-on-one. It's about, because you told us that, you are directing now on your social media, but Jhon is asking about your next feature or your next film, you and the director. And also, do you have like the wish to or writing your own memories or a book, fiction, reality? I don't know.
I have multiple answers to that too. So I actually shot a movie in 2024 called Let Me In with Reagan Fox. And that is a feature where everybody says we looked like each other. And it's been such an ongoing thing where I came back and everyone was mistaking us for each other that we went to Adult Time and we co-wrote a script with them. And it's our concept of us being twins. And, it's really cool. The box cover is like half of each of our faces and we look just like each other. So that's a feature we've been shooting and promoting. And then we've just gotten approved for a sequel to Let Me In called Let Me In 2. We're going to shoot that in April. So so that's the first feature. And then, as I said, we've got daddy issues.
It's okay. I will translate, but then remember that the other question is about writing a book or memories or something.
The memories, yeah. Okay. So we did co-write that movie, and that's the feature with Reagan, and we're co-writing the sequel. And as far as the memoirs and my story goes, I would say that my story is not over yet. So it's been a really adventurous life. And I have started an OnlyFans TV channel based on this project I'm doing in the Southern Yucatan. I bought an abandoned beach resort and I'm completely rehabilitating it. It was abandoned and lost during COVID and completely overrun with jungle and almost a tear down. I'm catching it just at the very end. So I'm doing that right now. And there has been some talk of different shows and reality TV around that, but I'm definitely launching my OnlyFans TV channel based on this project. So there's lots of stuff that's going to be out there that involves my life, but as far as like an actual full scale memoir, not yet. But I don't think that my story's done yet.
Let Me In va a tener secuela, te la dejo ahí. Todo lo escribe ella, tú sabes, Ron de las Gemelas, con esta increíble actriz. Dice que no siente todavía la necesidad de escribir memorias porque ella siente que su historia no ha acabado, pero, y pídele eso, en su OnlyFans va a tener un canal porque ella acaba de restaurar hay un terreno que está abandonado y lo acaba de restaurar. Era en el sector de Yacatana, imagínate. Dice que lo convirtió así en la jungla y todo. Entonces, oro.
Y por último, ¿cómo define todo su trabajo en una palabra?
Try to define your career, your work, everything in one word.
Focus.
I say yes, and this fell down because yes. And in Spanish sounds very beautiful. There is no real translation, but it will be like enfocado, like focus, because focus in Spanish is another thing. Do you want to say more about focus? Yes. You want to say why do you feel that is focus?
Well, I'm a big believer in thought creates reality, and I'm a big believer in visualization, and I have been extremely focused, but I also practice meditation with visualization, and I am extremely focused and driven. So, and I believe in balance. So, self-care, self-love, but also very focused and driven. People that know me know that I'm multifaceted and I go like balls to the wall. So, I'm very focused, and I'm very involved in holistics and the healing arts in Los Angeles, where I live, but also my project in the Yucatan is going to be, it was an abandoned dive resort, but I'm going to create a center for holistic healing and retreats that people can rent for the whole week. And it sleeps about 20 to 25, and it's got a big round healing space for whatever. I mean, it could be weddings, it could be family reunions, it could be guys' week, women's week, but also I think, it could be yoga retreats, healing retreats. It's a really sacred space and very special in my heart. So
we got a Mexican friend in the channel. I will invite him to that space, and yeah, we'll promote. That sounds amazing and beautiful. I will translate. Jhon, ya sabes, enfocada, de práctica holística, y todo lo que está haciendo te lo resumo en el proyecto que se hace en Yucatán. Es un espacio sagrado, por eso te digo todo, ¿no? Invitas a eso.
Bueno. Y ya por último, este es tu espacio para que digas redes sociales, un saludo para Colombia, invita a la gente a seguir todo su trabajo.
And Shay, the camera is yours. You can send a big hi to Colombia, to everybody, to wherever you want. Tell your social media so people can follow you. The camera is yours.
Like we were talking about before, as far as the production for OnlyFans TV, that's going to be, that's on OnlyFans TV, which is a little bit different. It's safe for work, but it's a very, very cool channel. And it's going to be launching very soon about my personal journey renovating and rehabilitating this project and creating this healing center. And it's a beast of a project. It's on 95 meters of beach. It's on, 110 meters of jungle. It is off the grid. It is abandoned right now and it's this close to a teardown. So, I'm down there a lot, and I'm creating what I believe to be a very sacred space for people to come and bring love and light to the world. So it is called Paraíso del well, I'm going to butcher this because I don't speak Spanish, but it's Angel's Paradise. So Paraíso del Ángel. Yeah. And my OnlyFans TV channel will be viewable on OnlyFans TV, OFTV. That account is Shay Sights TV on OnlyFans. My official OnlyFans is Shay_Sights, as is my, I guess we can't say Twitter anymore, X. Shay_Sights. Shay Sights Official is my Instagram, and I was lucky enough to actually get my own name on TikTok if we keep it. And nobody knows, but that's just Shay Sights. SHAYSIGHTS.
Gracias por la oportunidad. También agradecimientos a Brian por la gestión. Y bueno, Muchísimas gracias. Obviously, mucho éxito.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. And
thank you.
Everybody invited to Paraíso del Ángel. And yes, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Bye-bye.
Tell you about it. Okay, so I'm so sorry. I'm trying to get my, I usually do this on my laptop and I'm doing it on my iPad. My dog snorts. I'm so sorry. It's like, well, I'm very lucky in that sense because I was able to, I'm so sorry. My dogs are running around down there. So Vivid, that is how I got started. I'm sorry, my dog, he's still kind of a puppy and he's a little bit loco. She put me in her first movies. Hold on 1 second. No. She's like,